try to be objective with all of my sports coverage, and listen, Jacy Sheldon objectively should be suspended for this play. I just don't know in what world, in what universe you watch that play back and you go, that was a basketball play. She was trying to make a basketball move, especially with all the angles of this play.
The voices are becoming more audible. The rage is getting out of control, and basketball fans everywhere are requesting justice following Jacy Sheldon's brutal attack on Caitlin Clark. The WNBA community has erupted in indignation, and they are making it very evident that they want Sheldon to suffer severe financial repercussions for her careless conduct, which could have put an end to the career of the biggest superstar in women's basketball.
Sheldon was clearly targeting Caitlin Clark most of this game, and that is, that comes from a function of, she guarded her in one-on-one situations a lot up the court, and then rolled into a lot of doubles in the half court, but there was talking and chirping all game, and for me, it was punctuated by Caitlin Clark's final play before she came out of the game, where she stares Jacy Sheldon down, essentially demonstrates, she's like, if you poke me in my eye, I will shoot it in yours. And she crosses her, finds the favorite spot, free throw line extended from the logo area, big fuck you 3 to Jacy Sheldon, yells at the Connecticut bench, yells at the crowd. Her and Jacy Sheldon come back together. Caitlin fires up the audience, basically tells Jacy Sheldon, you are a bum.
Fans are urging the WNBA to find Sheldon a hefty sum in order to finally convey a lesson, and the feeling is spreading like wildfire over social media and sports forums worldwide. The league must at least impose such a harsh financial penalty that potential assailants will reconsider targeting Clark if they are unwilling to safeguard their golden goose through appropriate officiating. Each and every time
Every time Caitlin Clark takes the court, her opponents act like they've been booked for a main event brawl. The WNBA is doing nothing about it. Opponents aren't playing ball. They're strategically ambushing her. They're trying to injure her. Opponents bring chaos. She brings composure. And what Sophie did last night is completely valid. The WNBA has to do something about this.
This we saw yet another chapter in the ongoing story of Caitlin Clark being handled like a human punching bag, as the WNBA looks the other way during what should have been a regular Tuesday night game between the Indiana Fever and Connecticut Sunday. But this time, the attack was so obvious and hazardous that even bystanders couldn't fail to notice Sheldon's motivation.
Clark and Jacy Sheldon. There is a legitimate hatred there. If you guys have heard, this Ohio State team, this 2023 Ohio State team hated that Iowa team. And this is Jacy Sheldon, who was Caitlin Clark's direct matchup in these games. Like I tweeted out, forget Angel, forget Dejanay. This is Caitlin Clark's one true rival.
Jacy Sheldon deliberately poked Clark in the eye during a defensive play, an action that could have caused serious and lasting damage to the league's most valuable player. What made this incident even more egregious was the malicious grin on Sheldon's face afterward. Fans were quick to point out that this wasn't an accidental basketball play. This was a calculated assault on the woman who has single-handedly saved the WNBA from irrelevance.
Funny thing about that whole Caitlin and Jacy situation last night is it's like on a if you know thing. These two have been running the friendly fade on the court for like the last 4 years. They played in college, had great battles, so I'm not surprised last night happened.
If you're having fun, please subscribe. The events that transpired next were similarly unsettling. Sheldon proceeded to act aggressively by seizing Clark's arm and driving her claws into her flesh after jabbing her in the eye. An extra foul that the officials failed to call at all. When Clark was still flinching from the initial injury, Marina Mabrey joined the assault by pushing her to the ground from behind, as if the eye poke wasn't enough.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
The intensity of fan annoyance that had been growing for years was made clear in the immediate wake of Sheldon's attack. Fans demanded harsh punishment on social media within hours of the occurrence, ranging from huge fines to suspensions for the entire season. As fans of Caitlin Clark deluged Sheldon's Instagram account with harsh criticism remarks, ranging from calling her unprofessional and bitter to questioning if she belongs in any professional league, the hashtag Jacy Sheldon started trending across several platforms.
Look at it from behind or from the side. It's so obvious that she straight up leapt out towards Caitlin and got her right in the eye. And the more I try and watch it back and you try to be objective, there is no world where this was a basketball play. And yes, she was playing tough defense on Caitlin up until that point, but she leapt forward, and it's not like it's defensible where you can say she tried to get the ball, because her hand at that point was so far away from where the ball was. It's not like Caitlin was dribbling the ball up near her face. How she was not ejected for this, I don't know. The broadcast was talking about it, and that's why Sophie Cunningham even had the opportunity to hard foul her at the end. I don't know what you do, but the league's got to do something.
Even well-known members of the media joined the chorus of indignation. Jimmy Fallon addressed the WNBA leadership directly on The Tonight Show, asking, "What's going on in the WNBA? At all means, keep Caitlin Clark safe. Please, enough of this." When well-known entertainment personalities openly criticize the league's shortcomings, you know the issue goes beyond basketball. Barstool Sports' Dave Portnoy was unreserved in his criticism, labeling the attackers envious loser punks and advising them to join a recreational league where nobody is interested in them. The WNBA is not interested in this kind of widespread public attention, bad press that highlights their repeated inability to safeguard their most important asset,